All right, welcome to our Opulent Freedom Lifestyle event. My name's Jan. I'll be hosting the majority of the event tonight, but we're super pumped because we've got a new amazing woman launching her business tonight, so we can't wait to hear from Betty. And we've also got a couple of gorgeous women that are going to jump on and share some of the results or experiences they've had with an amazing product, program, and opportunity that we've come across. So for me, I found this amazing product, program, and opportunity 2 years ago today. So, I don't know if it was the 30th or the 31st, to be honest, of January 2016, I found this really cool product. I actually found the product a little bit earlier and forgot about it, purely looking at something for my husband, typical bloke, and that he only eats meat and potato, and I was that crazy, healthy woman that likes to juice and smooth and eat 3 to 5 meals a day of all good stuff. But I wanted something for him. Both of our dads suffer heavily from joint inflammation, and he's a metal fab boiler maker. I wanted something for him ready for the future so he wasn't going to have quite as much problems as they were. And then I forgot about it. So I'm a mum of 2, and I'd actually just gone back to work when I found this opportunity. I'd been on mat leave with my second baby boy, gone back to work on promotion from one government job to another government job, and I was burning myself out, both ends of the candle, both mentally and physically. As much as I thought I was pumping in as much good stuff into my body, it clearly wasn't enough. And I was missing my children. As much as I love my career, adult interaction and all those things, I was missing my children and really hadn't put that thought into my head of being a stay-at-home mum. But when this opportunity came up, and it was health, it was wellness, help other people, work on your own terms, create a holiday fund, it was safe for pregnancy, and all these ticks just were bouncing around. And as much as it sounded too good to be true, and I was super skeptical, I reached out to this girl that I'd never met before, and I asked her 100 questions, and I mean 100 questions, because I've owned a traditional business myself. I had lots of questions. So I reached out to this girl, and she slowly answered all these beautiful questions for me, and then she asked me if I'd heard of the Juicy Body Transformation, which I hadn't, or of Juice Plus, which I had. And I was really excited because I'd read some amazing studies on the product, and I was super keen to get it for my husband, but then hadn't thought of hadn't done anything about it, and I had not considered me. So I thought, why not? Let's do the product, let's get hubby on it, let's get the kids on it. Why not do the business, get it a bit cheaper? If I got it for free, well, that'd be awesome. If I made an income, well, that'd be amazing. Create a holiday fund maybe, or, pay off my car loan. Just a couple of those, little things in the background. But, within 4 months of sharing my journey, just sharing it, there's no crazy door knocking or phone selling or anything like in what we do. We just share our story, and people know that I love health, not that you need to love health to do what we do. Within 4 months, I was able to go part-time. But within 10 months, I was able to resign. I'd replaced enough of my income that I could say goodbye to my job after 12 years with the government, and be at home with my children. So I've been at home with my children now for a whole year. And for a lot of people, that's quite scary also. And it was a little bit scary for me at the beginning, but I've learned it and loved it and built a beautiful relationship up with my children instead of my co-workers. And I've got to, do some beautiful things with them throughout the year. So it's pretty amazing, and I get to work and help other people create that now. So what is Juice Plus? Juice Plus has literally been around for over 28 years. So 28 years worth of results with a company that's been around for over 47. Okay, so it's not some new fad that's come in yesterday and it'll go out tomorrow. It's all beautiful because it's based around whole foods. Our hero product is our fruits, vegetables, and berry capsules. All right. The idea of these are your micronutrients, okay? They're there to bridge the gap in your diet between what you are eating and what you should be eating, okay? Not there to replace a healthy diet in any shape or form. They're there to bridge the gap, all right? So this is the best part of the fruits and vegetables, popped into a vegan, vegetarian, soluble capsule, making it quite convenient for a lot of people that aren't able to do what government states we should be having our 3 to 5 serves a day. And we know that stats prove that, less than 5% of Aussies are even able to do that, even less for children. But, studies actually suggest we should be having along the lines of 9 to 13 because of our busy lifestyles, because of our deprivated fruits and vegetables, and because we're all going to convenience. All right, so this is our micronutrients. Like I said, 27 fruits, vegetables, and berries in a capsule, getting into your body on a daily basis. All right, I love the fact that the label, I can read it, understand it, and know exactly what it is. This is the vegetable blend. It has carrot, cabbage, kale, broccoli, beet, tomato, garlic, parsley, all in there. Everything I know on there is from the ground. Everything I know and understand and recognise. Each one of those produce has a unique nutritional value, but put in there together, they work so much stronger in synergy than they do on their own. And that's the same with the fruit blend and the berry blend also, around the other way. I also love the fact that the label doesn't have a warning label on it. It is perfectly safe for pregnancy or breastfeeding, unless you can't eat the beet or the cabbage, because it is just food in a capsule. So the difference, like I said to you, as much as I am that crazy juicing person and I love my fruits and vegetables, I couldn't put enough into my body to even still not burn out like I was at work. And that's purely because of the deprivation or the nutritional level of our fresh fruits and vegetables. You've still got to eat, all right? It's the natural process of the body. You've got to eat and you've got to get those nutrients into your body. But we like to eat our apples and our carrots and all those beautiful fruits and vegetables when they're nice and crunchy and they're orange and they're green or they're red and they're tasty. But it doesn't mean that they are at their full nutritional value. All right, they're actually quite depleted. They've been picked off the vine well before their vine ripened, for that reason, one. And reason two is because of the demand in the supermarkets. They need them out there and done. They're also being sprayed with various sprays, waxes, chemicals to go through that process, to have that travel time, get into your supermarkets. You purchase them, you take them home, you peel them, you pick them, you even cook them. And a lot of those nutrients then are gone also. The fruits, vegetables, and berries that go into Juice Plus are only grown for Juice Plus. So there is no need for them to be picked off the vine early. They get to stay on there and vine ripen to that level when they are starting to go a bit softer or a bit off colour, but that means they're at their full nutritional value. They're at their highest cellular level. So they get picked from there, taken into our factories, which are co-located. All right, or within an hour's distance. So there's no need for any sprays, waxes, or chemicals. From the vine taken into the factories, they're then washed and cleaned, including the peel, pips, sometimes this bit of the stem and stalk. It goes through a pulping process. All right, and all that liquid is slowly removed, coincidentally the sugar, which is a good thing. And then through a cooling process, not a heating process, but a cooling process. It's turned into a powder form and then capsulated into our vegan vegetarian capsule. All right, I love them because they're small. They're not some crazy big multivitamin horse tablet size. And they're just really easy to swallow. And obviously they come in their little convenient containers. You swallow them. Within 3 to 7 minutes, it gets into your bloodstream and it goes to work. What I mean by that is we all absorb nutrients differently and we all have inflammation inside of us that's different also. So when it goes into your body, it's going to pick and choose where it's going to go to work. So you may notice it and you may not notice it in some areas. So inflammation shows up in skin, in psoriasis, eczema, acne, hair, nails, immune system, kidney, liver health, gut health, joint inflammation. You really don't know what sort of results you're going to get until you get it in there and do it, take it on a daily basis. And, it's the same with everything that you eat. Like attracts like. All right, if you're eating a whole lot of junk, then your body's going to feel like junk. Do you know what I mean? If you're going to put Juice Plus into your body on a daily basis, you're going to crave more of that, more water, more fruits and vegetables, and then your body's going to start, working from the inside out, getting everything working more functionally, more opulently, and you'll start to see the results, and you'll want less of that junk. You'll crave less of the sugar and the salt and the fried foods, and you'll want more of the good stuff, which is pretty amazing. That craveability is massive. What I also love is there's over 36 peer-reviewed studies done on this product. That's huge. Yes, Juice Plus help fund those studies, but the fact that they've got that gold label on them, that's unheard of. It's one of the most researched products on the market. We've got 3 ongoing studies at the moment, and one of them is the Kids Eat Free study. So when any adult takes our capsules, they also get to sponsor a child for free for 4 years between the ages of 4 and 18. So definitely a company with a heart. They're trying to reduce the stats with diabetes, and obesity at a younger age, create that craveability and to spread that inspire the healthy living around the world, which is pretty awesome. So when the kids get to join up, they get to have the fruit and vegetable capsule, or they get to have it in a yummy chew form. So it's exactly the same powder that goes into our capsule, but it's joined with an all plant-based tapioca. So all natural, again, no synthetic, no artificial ingredients in any of our products. Your child gets an extra variety of 17 fruits and vegetables into their little growing bodies each and every day. That's massive for any parent or grandparent or auntie, knowing that their children around them are getting that into their bodies, because they're so fussy. They send them off to school, they're switching things out of their lunch boxes. Some days they like tomato, the next day they don't. This is so good, getting 17 into their little bodies each and every day, creating craveability, bridging any gap in their diets. We're seeing huge results already with this study. Kids are sleeping better, pooping better, cognitive behaviour. For my children, respiratory, skin, all these wonderful things just by adding a bigger rainbow variety into their diet daily. But the biggest is craveability. Both the adult and the child just wanting more of that fresh produce in their diet, and they're reaching for things in the supermarket, capsicums and cucumbers instead of chocolates and potato chips. So they're pretty amazing. We love having the health study, and we love that it's seeing such big results, around Australia, New Zealand and the world. So that's our micronutrients. But obviously you still need to eat. Okay, you still need to have your 3 to 5 meals a day. And it's just all about good options. But we do have this amazing macro, it's our macro powder, but it's called Our Complete Shakes, full of over 30 plant-based ingredients, all from the ground. Again, no synthetic or artificial ingredients in there. It's your complex carbohydrates, your good fats, your fibre, and your protein, all from beautiful things like chickpea, pumpkin, pomegranate, broccoli, spirulina, sugarcane, what else do we do? Mushroom. So vitamin D, vitamin B, complex vitamin B, niacin. Niacin's an amazing mood balancer. So once you start getting the capsules into your body and you start feeling good, you've got more energy, you're sleeping better. Add these as well. We're seeing people have huge results with also anxiety and depression, which is amazing also. These are great for meal on the runs in the morning. Instead of living off your coffee and your toast, you can replace it with a yummy smoothie. They make any green smoothie taste good. These are great for pre and post workout. They're great for that sugar fix in the afternoon for you and the kids after school. But they're not designed to be a meal replacement, but if you add the right things, you can also use them to assist with weight gain and weight loss, which is pretty awesome. Then Juice Plus felt that there was just one more gap that they wanted to bridge, something that we can't, create ourselves in the human body, and something not even the fish can. So omega-3, we've got this beautiful omega-3 tablet. And we all know omega generally comes in a fish tablet, and you're left with that after fishy taste. But we've got an all plant-based omega. They've skipped the fish and gone straight to the source, which is the algae, along with raspberry seed buckthorn, tomato seed oil, raspberry seed oil, and pomegranate. All these beautiful oils in a convenient capsule to help with brain and heart function, eyes, and again, joint inflammation. So we're pretty excited to have it. We've only had it for sort of 8 months now, but we're seeing massive results with that also. And it's just such a beautiful way to help with the vegan and vegetarians also, because there's absolutely no animal products in there. So that's our products, but we're really blessed because we're a part of an amazing team, a huge team, and we all come from all shapes of life, from contracting to teachers to PTs, nutritionists, nurses, doctors, government, wherever, and we all bring something unique to the team. But we've got a group of people that put together an amazing program all around our product, and it's headed by the wonderful Kira Westwick. She's a nutritionist, a mother of 2, and she's actually runner-up on MasterChef 2014 top 10, and she's an absolute foodie. So we've got this beautiful program called the Juicy Body Transformation. Everybody gets to be a part of it for free when they take Juice Plus just once. It's all online. It's deprivation free, no calorie counting, hundreds of beautiful whole food recipes that the whole family would like. All right, so we've got an 8-week shred happening at the moment. So that's to help you get some really genuine results within 8 weeks to really give you a kickstart. But then we've got the rest of the program there to set you up for life, because we're not a quick fix. We're all about teaching that rainbow effect, getting the nutrients into your body, because a lot of people want to make that health change. They just don't know how to. So we've got meal planning, we've got a cleanse, we've got a detox, we've got stuff for the kids, we've got the blokes covered, we've got how to do meal planning, how to get your pantry all switched over to the good stuff. All this stuff available to you online for free for life, which is pretty amazing also. So now I'm going to switch it over to a couple of the girls that are going to share some of their results on the products that they've had so far. So I'm going to grab Catherine. So Catherine, how did Juice Plus come into your life? What results have you had and why do you love sharing it? Oh.
Hi, thanks for letting me share tonight. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Sorry. Okay, so Juice Plus come into my life 2 years ago actually now. This month I had 3 babies under 3, and I was the sleep deprived mum who was falling asleep while having, while the kids were having naps, I was having naps as well. So, and I was just not being the mum that I wanted to be. So, I started on the berries because at the time that's all I could afford. But then they wanted me to put me on antidepressants. So, I figured instead of spending hundreds of dollars on something synthetic and putting into my body because I was breastfeeding, I would try out the trio, so all 3 and the shakes, and it was amazing. I didn't have to have antidepressants, which was great for me. So, and after 6 weeks of just being on following the program, I wasn't doing exercises or anything like that. I was literally just the food and stuff. I had some amazing results. I had lost 17 centimeters off my body. I'd been able to lose the last of my baby weight. And yeah, just I've gained so much energy. I don't have to have the naps anymore, which is amazing. I can keep up with my boys. They're now 5, 4 and 2. And I can keep up with them. So it's just been great for us. We've also had the boys on the chews. And because I was breastfeeding and then started my youngest at 11 months, he's been the healthiest in daycare. So he might have caught just a bit of a runny nose or anything, whereas the other 2, they were always sick. So they've been great for us just to boost our immune system. So, and at the moment with the program, we're doing the shred. And yeah, I've already had some amazing results just in 10 days. I know we're not meant to weigh ourselves or anything, but I had to because I was feeling so much better. And I've lost 3 kilos in like 10 or 11 days. So it's amazing. And again, it's just walking and just following the guide. So I never feel hungry. I don't actually have to calorie count like Jana was saying before. And I'm a chocoholic, so I still get to eat my chocolate, which is amazing. So I'm loving the program. So yeah, thanks for letting me share tonight.
Amazing. And I don't know if either Rebecca or Lindsay have seen my notes, but I'm hoping one of them will come off mute and share also. I'll just see Linz, can you share your product story? Where are you? Oh, you're awesome. All right. Oh, what did I just do there? Beautiful. So how did Juice Plus come into your life? What results have you amazingly had? Because you've had heaps in your family, and why do you love sharing it?
Awesome. So Juice Plus came into my life from you, Jana, because you were boasting about how much energy you had with 2 young boys who did not sleep, especially one. And I wanted to know what your secret was. So, I reached out and asked what your post was all about, and you shared that with me. I, at the time, was on quite a lot of multivitamins and different things to sort of bridge a gap. My husband and I both were, just to bridge a gap of what we thought we were lacking in our diet. We thought we ate pretty well anyway and lived a reasonably healthy life, but we knew we were missing something. But when Jana shared what this product was, I thought, what a cool option to be able to replace that with something that is actually all natural, whole food, nothing synthetic or artificial. I was up for that. And the fact that I was actually breastfeeding at the time and it was safe for me to take, that really excited me. So I jumped on board. I was really blessed actually to find that within a couple of weeks I had more energy. And, as I said, I was breastfeeding, so I had a young bub that didn't sleep well and still doesn't sleep well. She's still awake. And having that extra energy just made a world of difference for me. But not only that, what I found was when I went to bed, I was actually having really, really quality sleep. So normally it was taking me forever to get to sleep. My thoughts would race, through the night, and I just couldn't switch off. But what I found was I would put my head on the pillow and I would go to sleep. And even if it was only 2 hours, because my daughter was waking every 2 hours at that stage, even if it was only every 2 hours I was getting sleep, it was really deep quality sleep. So it actually made me feel like when I woke up, I felt rested, which was really cool. I also suffer from really crappy skin. I suffer from psoriasis and eczema, and also acne. And, I'm 37 this year and I still suffer from acne. But what's really cool about it now is I don't get those massive breakouts where I just sort of want to hide under a rock or something like that. I might get the odd pimple here and there. But my skin is like, it's kind of got that constant pregnancy glow, even though I'm not pregnant. And, I'm confident to go out and not wear makeup, which is not something I had ever felt before, which I love. The psoriasis and the eczema, that took a little while. That didn't happen overnight. It probably took about 6 months, I think, of being on the product before it completely went. And that was amazing for me, especially the psoriasis, because I get it in my armpits and I guess my knee pits. I don't know what you call those, but anyway. And it's excruciating, it's horrible. I won't describe what it looks like, but it's horrible. And it flared up for me, back in 2010, and I had no idea why. It just started, and I didn't know what had happened to flare it up. So I therefore couldn't really cure it, except for all the excessive creams that the doctors kept trying to give me to just put a Band-Aid over it, really. But yeah, this product, about 6 or so months after I started taking it, all my psoriasis had gone and I haven't had it returned, which has been amazing to get through summer without psoriasis and the eczema. So yeah, I guess, for me, it obviously just bridged something that I was lacking in my body, and really worked at that sort of cellular level to repair me from the inside out. And I really know when I haven't taken it, I really feel the difference. So yeah, I love it. I love sharing it. So thanks for asking, Donna.
Awesome, thank you so much. I know I threw that on you there. Look at your message. Thank you. Before we hear from Betty, who's going to launch her business, I'm just going to go over a couple of the myths that come up when it comes to the business. So I'm just going to chat a little bit about the business and a few of those things that do come up. And, for some of us, we have no idea what they are, and that was sort of me, I guess, when it was brought up. And that is one is, you have a couple of beautiful people in your life that'll probably say, it's one of those structures, one of those schemes, run away, you're going to be doing all the work for somebody sitting pretty at the top or so forth. But honestly, when that sort of came to me and I realised what they were talking about, I knew that definitely wasn't what I was doing. If anything, where I've been working in the government for the last 12 years, that was a pyramid structure. I think traditional business is definitely structured like a pyramid. But, until I really sat down and thought about it, I never really considered it. When you think about traditional business, think about Safeway, Coles, ING, the normal supermarkets. They've all got their CEO. There's only one of those sitting up the top delegating all the changes and procedures from the top down to his board of directors, state managers, area managers, site managers, section managers, all the way down to the beautiful people that we might see, the people stocking the shelves, the people putting through our shopping and so forth. And then there might be a supervisor, in that middle section there at the front and so forth. But for all of these guys here, you can come in actually and start in some of these other positions throughout the structure. You don't necessarily have to start down here, but most people do. All right, whether it's McDonald's or a supermarket or so forth, you come in and you start off in that low role, whether it's filling up the shopping baskets or stocking the shelves. And from there, you need to build up your skills as much as you can so you are a shining light for other people to see. And then you've got to apply for these other positions. You've got to elbow and kick. You've got to win these positions over your friends that you've made. And try to get up to the next level. And when you do win those positions, you've probably made a few enemies on the way, or you're feeling a bit guilty because you've won it over your friends. When I moved from one government agency to another, I came into that middle section. I took this role over these other people that had been there for years, working their way up slowly. So they didn't want to show me the lunchroom or show me my job, even though I was now their supervisor. They didn't want a bar of me. You know, and the fact is, if I had to come in at this bottom position here, as we most do in traditional business, and was career driven and was aiming for, that highest position, the fact is I'd never be a CEO of big traditional business, whether it's Coles or Myer. I need to be in the business for 40 plus years, do a whole lot of study in between time, and know its ins and outs. This normally comes from somebody externally. They've already been a CEO elsewhere. They've got that tertiary education behind them, and they understand all that role. And, let's face it, in traditional business, it's not always what you know either. It's quite often who you know. And in the supermarkets, we're actually seeing less of those people even putting through our shopping. So their positions aren't set in concrete. They're not guaranteed. They're getting replaced by online shopping and those automatic tellers, and they're being told they need to go elsewhere or, look at upskilling and trying to fill some of those middle ones. What I love about ours is it's literally that, but on its head. We have a top position called NMD, National Marketing Director. We come into this business for a small fee of $165 a year to have it. That on its own blows my mind. When I bought my restaurant, my traditional business, I spent $40,000, but not only that, I had weekly, monthly, and yearly ongoing expenses to keep that running. For this, I pay $165 to look after my house and share that journey with other people. I then refer them more or less to my head office who build them and then ship out the product. That's all I do, which is pretty amazing for $165. I came in as a virtual franchisee, as does everybody, all right? Yes, sure, we have various promotion levels throughout our structure, but we can't come in as an NMD. We can't come in this middle section. Even if this CEO saw what we were doing and loved the lifestyle we're creating and the culture, they can't just come in and come into a mid-range position or NMD. They too start off as a virtual franchisee. Someone sponsors them, links arms with them, and helps them create success how they see it and helps them get to each of those promotion levels. No matter what position you are in this structure and you're, sharing this amazing gift of the opportunity, if you're not helping them create success and grow in these promotions, you too will stay where you are. So everybody that comes in as a virtual franchise then gets the opportunity to grow their business all the way up to the top to be their own national marketing director. All right. And there's no cap when you get up here. You can keep building your business as big and as wide as you want, all by helping people and just really enjoying your journey and sharing it on things like this, or just in conversation with, there's so many people and they're always so keen to hear about what's not working in their life, and health is normally a big one of those. So we've got something really unique that we can help on so many ways. For me, the main thing when I came into this business that I wasn't sure about, because I, had 2 children and I had a security clearance, which meant that I couldn't do a great deal on social media, so I hadn't been using it. I didn't think I knew enough people. But the person who introduced me to the business, Lauren, she showed me how to share it with a few beautiful friends and family, sporting buddies, working colleagues, and launched me on an event like tonight, like Betty's launching. And what I found was, 3 gorgeous people in the early days that wanted something a little bit more. Lindsay, who spoke before, she saw the value in the product. She had a big family to look after, and she then realised that she could get some of that money back herself. So she jumped on board. I had Catherine, who also shared before, and she shared her results that she talked about on Facebook, and it went viral. And she wanted me to respond to them all. And I said, I can, but why don't you? You're struggling to pay for your product and for nappies. Why don't you have a go at this business? And so she jumped on board. And then I had Steph, and I call her the love bug. She loved the product. She loved the results, the program, and she got amazing results on the 8-week shred. She just wanted to share it with everybody. I showed these girls exactly what Lauren had showed me. Showed them how to share it with a few mummies or a few sporting buddies or working colleagues or just friends and family. And the same thing happened to these amazing women. They found a few people that wanted a holiday fund, wanted their product cheaper, wanted to share it with a few people, wanted something to be the vehicle to really change their lives. They then did teach to teach, exactly what I did. They went and showed a few friends and family, and this thing just started spiraling out like popcorn all over the place. Who did Lauren know at the beginning? Not even me. She met me on social media. She put something up that, intrigued me, and I reached out to her. And since then, she's got to meet beautiful people like Lindsay and Catherine, Michelle, even Betty, who's launching tonight. She'll get to meet, all because we shared our journey and took that time just to, you know, invite people along to things like tonight. So now I'm going to find Betty, who's going to launch, and she's going to share with us how Juice Plus came into her life, what results she's had on the product already, and why the business makes sense to her.
Hi. Thank you for letting me talk tonight. I actually came onto the product through Michelle, who was here. I don't know if she's still here or not. And I wasn't convinced about the product. I had a couple of goes at it, and she convinced me to keep using it, which I did, and I've now seen results with it. Better skin, my hair's growing, my nails are growing. I'm looking after 3 grandchildren for my daughter through child protection. So all of a sudden I had to get up early, tend to these children. I was really, really tired, and I wasn't coping. I didn't cope. Like 7 months I've had them, I wasn't coping. So I contacted Michelle and said I need to get back on this so I can see what it's doing. So I got back on the program and I stuck to it, and I've found fantastic results. I can now focus on day-to-day duties for the children, and I'm actually going back to work part-time. So I want to share and help others like I've been helped myself. That's pretty much it. Yeah.
Amazing. I'm so excited for you, because I do remember when you first started as a customer and then trying to convince you to have another go at this with Michelle, and we don't do the convincing game, but your story's been amazing. I'm so excited if you joined the business. You're a wonderful grandma, and I can't wait to see you share this and really grow with the business as well. Well done, Betty, and yeah, we can't wait to see what happens for you in the future.
Thank you.
Little bit of delay between us and Tassie.
Yeah.
Beautiful. So that's always exciting when we've got people launching their business. So now I'm just going to go over some of the fun stuff, the fun money. You know, everyone's always intrigued how we get paid, and we can share this amazing program and product in opportunity in over 29 countries, which is pretty cool. Obviously, the business plan changes a little bit around the world, but here in Australia and New Zealand, we're really lucky. We get paid 3 ways. We get paid in retail profit, we get paid in commission, which builds up our residual income or our beach money. But what we like to talk about is our bonuses. We have this amazing incentive program there to help us grow wide and grow strong at the beginning. So we've got a bit of an understanding of what sort of money's on the table later on. And, you know, and create that excitement, because I think once you do have that little bit of a taste of it and helping people and watching them grow and nurture them, it's pretty amazing. So like I said, we all come in as a virtual franchise. We help our new team get to DVF as quickly as we possibly can within the first 10 to 30 days. The next one is SDVS, Senior Direct Virtual Franchise. It probably means you've gone and shared the business with maybe 1 or 2 people. You've probably got about 8 beautiful customers underneath you. You get a $400 bonus for doing that. But because we're a teach-to-teach business here in Australia and New Zealand, you get that, and your teacher who helped you get there and guided you also gets that $400 bonus. The next one is Sales Coordinator. Sales Coordinator is a $600 bonus for you. You've probably gone and shared the business with about 5 to 8 people, and you've probably got another 4 or so underneath you. And the teacher bonus there is also $600. The next one is Senior Sales Coordinator. Probably means you've gone and shared the business with about 10 to 16 people. You've probably got maybe another 30 odd underneath. That's a $1,200 bonus for you, and a $1,200 bonus for your teacher. Now, a couple of the girls are just going to share some of the amazing things that have happened to them in the business. So I'm just going to grab, who's this? Beck. Just wait for her to come back onto my screen. It's gone. Just coming back. Nope, I might go to Michelle first. Michelle, I can't bring you up until your camera comes up. So for Michelle, how did Juice Plus come into your life? What exciting things have happened to you so far, and what are you looking forward to in the future? Oh, I'm not sure where she is. They're both. Oh, there she is. All right, there we go. Did you hear the questions? You're good.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. I did. Sorry, I've not long come inside. Honestly, we've had a super busy day here on the farm. So Juice Plus came into my life about 18 months ago, and I discovered it basically through a Facebook post through Catherine, and the product just makes sense to me. We live on a remote island in Tasmania, Flinders Island, and basically on the fruit and veggie front and the fresh food front, it's literally first in, best dressed, as stuff only comes in sort of once a week via a barge. So in terms of bridging the gap with the product, it made total sense to me. And I could see pretty quickly straight away that there was definitely an opportunity to help others to bridge the gaps in their diet, especially here. So I jumped straight onto the business and thought I'd give it a go and just see what happened. So yeah, 18 months in, I've had terrific results with the business. I've got, quite a portfolio of customers that I now look after, which is terrific, and they're having terrific results with the products as well. The business has allowed me to, I suppose, have something separate, I guess, from the farm. It's, living a farmer's wife's lifestyle can be quite isolating, and the community of amazing men and women that I've gained from jumping on board this opportunity has been terrific. The business has allowed me to pack up and fly off home to mainland Victoria on at least 5 occasions to catch up with family and catch up with team members and go to events and so forth. And yeah, the additional side income has been terrific. I'm hoping to continue to grow it over time, and yeah, particularly excited to have Betty on board, and yeah, can't wait to see what this can be for her and what it might mean for us in the near future. I've got goals, that I certainly want to achieve, and yeah, it's just full steam ahead from this end. The product's amazing, the business opportunity's been great, and yeah, I just love what I do now. It's my little side thing, and I thoroughly enjoy it. So yeah, that's me.
Wonderful. Thanks so much, Michelle. So I think Bex got caught up with her daughter, which is perfectly fine, because this is what we do. We work it around our families, and that's what we're all here for. So, so that's, yeah, I mean, I was going to go from a beautiful farming life with Michelle to a busy mum of 2 who's a nurse. So absolutely loves the product as well, and I love it when she talks about it being liquid gold. But again, being able to help people on another level is something Beck loves to do with this amazing program and product also. The next promotion level is QNMD, and that's a $1,500 bonus for you and a $1,500 bonus for your teacher. All right, I'm just going to quickly go backwards a little bit here and just point out all these teacher bonuses for you. So these 4 beautiful teacher bonuses here, all right, you might not necessarily hit all these bonuses when you get these promotions, okay? And not a big deal if you don't. Remember that there is an incentive. But these ones here, the teacher bonuses, you bring on 2 team, you bring on 20 team, you bring on 200 beautiful people that want to explore this gift and have a go with this amazing business. You have that opportunity to get this teacher bonus with them each and every time. You help your team get to SDVF, SC, SSC, QNMD. You're going to get those bonuses as well, with this beautiful residual income still growing in the background. The last position, NMD, National Marketing Director, only you get that one, a $3,000 bonus for you, because by then your teacher's earning way too much money. They don't need it. You're on about $80,000 to $120,000 a year. It varies between how your business is growing between your various beautiful people underneath you. But it's just pretty amazing that you've done that just by sharing your journey, meeting people, showing them what you've created, what you love, what you're enjoying, helping them. Really, it is a massive self-development course disguised as a business, to be honest. It's just relationships, self-development, looking after your health, sharing that journey, inspiring healthy living around the world. And it's just fun. You know, and look, you know, people come to us for all different reasons, whether it's just for our program and product, because let's face it, it's amazing. It's just fruits, vegetables and berries in a capsule with an amazing program attached. And then we've also got this cool opportunity that goes along with it. So some people come along just purely for that, for the program and product. Some people come to connect, to have some more, meet some beautiful people, build some relationships, even to build their self-confidence. Other people, it's some extra money, pay off some credit cards, pay for the school books, pay off credit cards. For other people, it's a vehicle to really change their life. We all settle for what we think is the right way, what government sort of states is the normal lifestyle, and you all need to go to that 9 to 5. But there is opportunities out there, and this is definitely one to really change your life. So a massive congratulations to Betty. Thank you so much to the girls who shared tonight. If you are watching this either live or as a recording, thank you so much for jumping on and taking the time to look. Someone clearly cared enough to send you this link. So if we didn't get all your questions answered, please reach out to whoever sent you it and get those questions answered. So massive love and thanks to everybody, and hopefully we see you all again. So good night.